Welcome to another episode of Real Talk with Devian. You know how we do it here, we keep it real. So, on the show with us today, we have the amazing Mima Dachomo, and we'll be talking about the biblical reference of why parents should not provoke their children, Nigerian edition. So, Mima, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So I'll just like to ask you few questions concerning, the topic, or in quotes, the sentence, right? So what do you think all parents should know? Like all parents that are watching this now, what do you think they should know?
Okay, I feel like all parents should know how to, should I say, talk
Communicate.
or yeah, communicate with their children. They should be able to understand their children
Okay.
and read their children. You should read the room.
Yes.
Because a lot of parents and nah, especially in Nigeria here, I feel like
Yes.
they are lacking there.
That's true.
So I just feel like they should just be able to have like a better relationship with their children. They should be able to understand like what exactly is
Yeah,
happening.
because it is their
Yeah, because
responsibility.
yeah, exactly their
Yeah.
responsibility.
Okay. So, again, why do you think parents cannot show remorse to their children? I'm not saying it's a general thing. I'm just saying it's an African thing that, even when, for example, your parents accuse you of doing something wrong and they eventually find out that, they were wrong, than for them to, take accountability and apologize to you. Like they will literally find something that another thing that you are capable of doing, or another thing that you do in future to cover up for that. Like, why do you think they do not show remorse?
Honestly, I feel like it has to do with how how things were then.
Before,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yes. And I think parents need to understand that things are changing, things are evolving, so they should forget about that and like live. Like my dad's always talking about change,
Yeah.
and I would say when I was a child, my brothers did something and then they accused me wrongly, and he beat me.
Yeah.
And I would say I'm the only child that my dad has ever touched. So when he realized that my
He was
brothers,
wrong,
yeah, he apologized because he felt so bad. Because and then I think he disciplined them, but like he didn't give them as much discipline as
as
he
he
gave
gave
me.
you.
Yeah, and then my dad like always apologizes to us, like whether he's at fault or he's not at fault, but
Yeah.
like he just at least. So I feel like a lot of parents feel like my father too.
Yeah, really, but because he's one in a million. You put
Yeah.
2 million parents, he's an exception.
Yes.
So, again, I would like to ask: is African parenting better than that of parents abroad? I mean that question with respect, because I know that they have a different way for raising their kids, and we have a different way for raising ours. We're a little more strict. We're a little more, a little more, you know, aggressive is the word, and they are not. So, which one do you think is better, theirs or ours?
Um, say, would I say 50-50, not 50-50? I don't know. But I feel like the African parenting is better for me.
Okay.
Yeah, because in as much as our parents are like very, very harsh
Yeah.
and strict,
True.
there's this discipline that at least like no matter where you go to, like you would respect yourself, like you
Yes,
would,
that's true.
yeah. And then with the other parent,
Okay.
there's they are not as strict as our parents. There's this, I don't know, and
Gentle parenting.
yeah, I think yes, but then again, you find out that their children are not as, would I say, as disciplined. Yeah,
Rebellious.
they are actually like very, and then a lot of African parents are scared of like their children traveling out because once they go out, like it's like a
Mindset.
different thing. Like so, I would say I think it's 50-50 because again the parents abroad, I think they have this like understanding and there's like at least would I say a better relationship with their
Their
children.
kids, yeah.
Their children can at least talk
Run
to
to
them,
them.
they can run to them. And then we here, we find it like very, very difficult to talk to our parents because a lot of parents are frustrated. They will just pour all their frustrations on your head.
True.
And then, this is my fault. Like, please.
Okay. So, I would like to ask, what kind of discipline should be applied to kids that wouldn't provoke them?
Okay, I think we parents should be able to like discipline their children at least with love. At least, and don't be too harsh on them. Like, sure, there are some people that I think being harsh on them works for them, but like,
Okay.
I think
It's not a
majority of
general
us, yeah,
thing.
it's not a
Yeah.
general thing. Like, just talk to us with love. Just show that okay, yes, we were wrong. Just
Yeah.
make us understand, and then just try to correct us so that we would not like do the same thing again.
Yeah.
Because there are times if you are harsh on us, like we would still want to okay, you
We'll
will continue
retaliate.
talking and you would not even like go anywhere. So
True.
yeah.
True. That's very nice. So I would ask, do you think parents should be given more grace as well? I'm asking this because you know, we are angry with our parents or at our parents a lot of the time. You know, my parents didn't do this for me, my parents didn't give me this, I didn't grow up this way, I didn't. So when we grow up, we fault them for so much, right? Forgetting that they were also parents for the first time, right? So as to this regard, like even when we are being provoked, right? Should we still give them more grace, or is aura for aura?
I think we should give them more grace.
Okay.
They are also human beings.
True.
Like, I think we should understand with them in as much as they should understand. Because
True.
the key thing is just understanding and communication. We should just at least let them know also, like, if nah, I didn't like what you did. Like, you should be able to like have like a beautiful relationship with them.
Yeah.
So yes, I feel parents deserve grace. They do because we honestly cannot fault them or blame them for how they
Grew up.
exactly. It's not their fault.
True.
So still falls back to change.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we should all accept it.
Yeah. So I love the fact that you talked about change, because I feel as in as much as it is constant, it is also very necessary,
Necessary.
because if you are not changing, you are not growing.
Exactly.
And you talked about the generational thing. They were raised differently. They were raised without technology. We have technology in abundance, right?
Exactly.
So like they have to know that there's a different style for everything now. And if they are so, they are so agitated with how our generation is, they also have to understand that it's just not the same world anymore. The way they were raised, the way they were conducted, the way they were disciplined, like it's not the same thing. So yeah, I really, really I agree on the whole change thing. It's really perfect. So I'd like to ask one more thing now. Do you think our generation will make better parents than our parents? And why? Why and how? No facial expression. No. I think that should be a meme.
Honestly, I don't know. Will we make better parents?
Okay.
Will we make better parents?
You
I
can't
don't.
speak for everybody.
Yeah, I can't. I
Yeah.
can't exactly. I
But will
cannot
you
say.
do a better job as a parent to your kids than your parents did? Are you certain you will do better?
I think I would. I would try. I would do better,
Correct.
definitely,
Yeah.
because if their parents gave them like a level of, you don't expect them to also give this like their social set
Yeah.
and then it continues like
Yeah.
that.
That's very
So,
smart.
yes.
Okay.
I would definitely like adopt some things that my parents did, but not everything, because honestly, every day I just like thank God for type of parents I have, because I look at like a lot of children, I'm like, we thank God.
Honestly, thank God.
We just thank God, honestly.
So I just want to like spice this thing up a bit. When I mean a bit, is always a thing with me. There's always the plot twist. Okay. I've talked with people, talk to some of my friends, talk to people that care to talk to me on the same topic. And I hear things like, yeah, we'll do better than our parents for sure. We are more self aware. We are more this. We know more. We are more this. We know. And then there's something. Like I said, I'm switching it a bit. For kids that grew up in abusive homes, how many of them end up being better? To be honest, I'll tell you, let's say 10% out of 100%. Because in as much as you grew up seeing your parents do things that were, you know, distasteful to you, that you were so irritated with, right? You are most likely to still end up doing the same thing,
Exactly.
right? For I'll always give an example of let's say a boy witnessed how his mom had been abused severally, beaten down, all of that. He has cried with her. He has understood her pain. In fact, he resents his father for doing all of those things, for and you see at the end of the day he ends up abusing his wife. Like, so
Just
I
like that.
I don't know. I don't know what happens. I don't know what is the turnaround. I don't know the default in it that still makes you most likely come back to doing what your parents have done, like, and even worse. So I really do not know. Or you see a girl that grew up in a house whereby her mother has a smart mouth. Every time she's yapping, she's, beating up people, fighting the neighbors. Like, she's known as the neighborhood troublemaker. And she's like, oh my God, I'm too peaceful for that shit. I'm not, these are things I don't want to do. And you realize that even amongst her friends, somebody just, do one thing, you just do anyhow, you see anyhow, like, and then it grows to your husband. Your husband isn't raising a finger on you, but until he raises a finger on you, you are not happy. Like, to you, that is the show of manliness. Like, so I don't know if it's a default. And I'm speaking because this is a very sensitive topic, right? In as much as I'm speaking to just parents for now, all of us are potential parents, right? So the only way you can change the system, the only way you can change the circle, no matter how you do not like the circle, you have to be very, very conscious. Key word unconscious. Conscious to the fact that, there's something that I'm doing that's becoming like that too. And I agree that our generation is more self-aware. Do you know we question the Bible? Our parents did not. We question men of God. Our parents did not. We question, things that don't even serve us. We question them and we drop it as quickly as we can, right? So if we are more self-aware, we have the ability to do better. But if we are not conscious enough with our abilities, we are still most likely to do all of those things. So I would like to ask again, what should we do differently from our parents? Like, let's outline, few things that we think we know that if I do this one in my household, because I didn't see it in my own household, it will make a difference. What are, few key things that you think we should do?
think I think when our children are growing up, I think we should be able to like um we should start having a relationship with them.
Them,
And know that
yes.
we should make them know that whenever like there's a problem, they should run to us. They should come to us. Like we should be able to like
Be their safe
exactly, we
space.
should be more. I think we should be calm. We
Yeah.
should be calmer with them. We should be able to understand them. We should just make them know that okay, no matter what, like you're a person, you should not go and vent it to your friends or people outside, like whatever. Just come and
Yes,
like,
yes.
just come and it. Because I would say that I don't think I have that relationship with my parents. Yeah. So I think I would want to have. I want to be their friend. To make them our friends.
Friends. Keyword on friendship. So thank you so much for sharing your brain with us. It was really, really, like, I was really enlightened. And I would like to speak to parents generally and children. If we are not parents yet, we can be better parents. And I'm sure that even our parents want us to be better than them.
Definitely.
So I really hope that this session was therapeutic for everyone listening, right? Be it you're already a parent or you're on your way there. So I'm really hoping that this was what you needed to hear today. So I'll see you guys on our next episode. Please come ready. Thank you so much. See you guys next time.